To understand the comeback, you have to witness the collapse. In the 1980s, Robert was the golden boy. He had the charisma, the looks, and an Oscar nomination by age 27. The world was at his feet. But behind the infectious smile, a silent war was raging. A war he was losing. It started with missed rehearsals. Then, wandering into a neighbor's house and falling asleep in a child's bed under the influence. The headlines shifted from his brilliant acting to his mugshots. The industry didn't just fire him. They watched him self-destruct. Judges lost patience. Friends stopped calling. In a town built on second chances, Robert had used up his 100th. By 1999, the gavel dropped. 36 months in the California Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and state prison. He was stripped of his name, his tailored suits, and his freedom. Hollywood had moved on. Behind the concrete walls of Corcoran State Prison, there were no cameras, no fans, no luxury. Robert was just another number, surviving where his Hollywood status meant absolutely nothing. He spent his days in the hot, greasy prison kitchen, scrubbing baking sheets for pennies. It was a brutal reality check, a golden boy reduced to raw survival. But in the darkest corners of that cell, a spark refused to die. He forced discipline onto a broken mind, sweating, training, reconstructing his soul. In August 2000, the massive prison gates finally opened. But freedom didn't mean forgiveness. Hollywood had built an invisible wall around him. Insurance companies flat out refused to cover any film that dared to cast him. He was a radioactive asset, a ghost of a fallen superstar. Then, he met Susan Levin, a producer who saw the genius beneath the scars. But she demanded one thing: absolute, unconditional sobriety. Robert made his choice. He drove to a Pacific Coast highway, threw his substance into the ocean, and chose a completely different path, proving every single day that he was ready. Rebuilding a burned bridge takes time. For years, Robert took small roles. He was so uninsurable that friends in the industry had to personally pay his insurance bonds just so he could step on a set. But in 2006, a new studio called Marvel was planning a massive risk. A movie about a B-list comic book hero, Iron Man. The director, Jon Favreau, knew Robert was the only man for the job. But the Marvel board was terrified. Their exact words? "Under no circumstances are we prepared to hire him for any price." They told him no, multiple times. But Robert had survived a prison cell. He wasn't going to let a boardroom stop him. He screen tested anyway, and he blew them away. In 2008, Iron Man hit theaters. The world didn't just see a superhero. They saw a man who had forged his own armor out of his darkest failures. That single casting choice launched a $29 billion cinematic universe. From inmate P50522 to the undisputed king of Hollywood, prove that your darkest chapter is just the setup for your greatest comeback.